I thought this week we'd do something a little bit different. Still talk about one of the biggest 80s movies. We're going to talk about Back to the Future, which was a huge movie in 1985. The sequel and the third one as well, to determine if it is what is sort of like one of the best, not one of the best, but one of the bigger trilogies from the 80s. Because I think it started off really well, and we'll get into it. Second movie, not so much. Third was pretty good too.
Yeah.
But still, like when you think of the 80s and you think of big blockbusters, I mean, Back to the Future is there.
Yeah.
Have you seen it recently? Do you think it's still...
We try to see it as a family. We try to see it every couple of years.
Yeah. It's a good family movie.
Especially with the new HD version of it, the Blu-ray one.
Yeah.
It kind of pops a little bit more.
Right.
In some ways, it's bad too because the principal who's supposed to look old, you can see the skin wrap crinkle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it.
There's
Stricker.
a lot of movies now that they're
didn't age well.
Yeah, where they've been in high def, you can be like, I can see the makeup putty that you have on there, the prosthetic, like that's
probably though one of the
2006.
first time travel movies where they actually, and again, you know, it comes up in Endgame, right, where it's like, well, you can't affect your future.
butterfly effect thing.
So Back to the Future is a bunch of bullshit?
Where it's like you can, if you go back and do something in the past that can affect your future.
Yeah. And it's also one of those ones where it's like, oh, I didn't realize I know every single line from this movie.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
Second one kind of goes off the rails a bit.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
But the second one has iconic moments, though.
Yeah.
That
Still
floating
does.
skateboard, everybody wants it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
hoverboard.
See, it's interesting because I think the second one really played off that we're going into the future,
Yeah.
which they don't for the whole film. Like,
Yeah.
It's only like the first 30 minutes. You go to, do you guys remember what year they go to?
2000, wasn't it 19?
22?
No, it's 2015.
15.
Oh.
October 21st, 2015.
Oh, yeah, my birthday.
Sort of remember like the advertising for it. Like, yeah, you're going to see the future. You're going to see the future. And then it was really only like the first. Not even
Here's
the
a
first
hoverboard,
half.
some neon,
Yeah.
and we're going back.
And now we're going back.
Yeah.
And it was actually, when you think about it, because they messed, like the whole story of the second one is he takes the sports almanac
Yeah.
and then it goes way back to Biff, and it creates an alternate 1985, which is almost like we're dealing with now with all the multiverses, right? But I did find it. I remember watching it and thinking, this is really confusing. What?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was confusing.
I think people didn't like it as much as the first one for sure. But then it definitely set it up for the last one. But it's interesting, you know. I don't remember in Flash they talk about it. Eric Stoltz.
Oh,
Eric
yeah,
Stoltz
yeah.
being Marty McFly.
Yeah.
In that universe, he was still
Yeah.
Marty McFly. Which and did you know also that they recast the girlfriend too?
In
So-
the second one?
Yeah, so they had to. Okay, so you remember the end of the first one where Doc comes back to pick
Yeah,
up
yeah.
Marty
Yeah.
and say we got to go to the future.
Yeah.
They had to reshoot that. You can find it on YouTube. They have the scenes together because they recast the girlfriend.
Oh.
So they totally reshot that end scene.
Huh.
for
With the
beginning with the different girlfriend, but it's shot for shot.
Huh.
With the different girl.
Interesting.
Yeah.
On the way here, I was thinking, like, which one is obviously the third one. Nobody talks about the third one that much.
The third one's when they go to Wild West.
Yeah.
I mean, that one had also
It's unique.
too,
It's unique in its own way.
also had some amazing scenes that
I just love some of the lines that he brings from
Yep.
from the movies, right?
His name in Marty McFly, his name is Clint Eastwood
Mhm.
in the third one, right? In the first one, his name is Calvin Klein. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's got Calvin Klein underwear.
Yeah.
But and also in each movie, they kind of do the same thing that happened in earlier movies, like the skateboard chase.
Yeah.
That happens and Biff getting dumped like manure. All
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens
Yeah.
in each one. That's-
Cowabunga says they recast the dad too.
Oh no! So this is a good point. The dad didn't want to be in the second one,
Right.
so that's why in the storyline, and when they go back to the 1985 that's been changed, he's actually been killed. Biff shot him.
Oh.
Remember Biff
Yeah, yeah,
shot?
yeah.
They don't show it, but it's in
Yeah.
the past. Shot him, and then he forces the wife to like marry her because he's like the richest man ever. Right?
Yeah.
'Cause he got millions from betting and stuff like that. But it's because the actor didn't want to be in it.
I don't understand. Why would you not want to be? It was a hit.
Yeah, but the actor, look him up. He's another Ezra Miller.
Ah.
Well, not exactly, but he's
yeah, an
know,
80s Ezra Miller.
Yeah, No, yeah. I don't think he says I never even watched. I don't even know if he acts anymore. But he's like, I never even watched Back to the Future.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
To each their own.
I had enough to buy a house in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go to.
Cowabunga says, wait till the Han Solo style prequel to explain Doc and Marty's origin story.
Yeah.
Favorite of the three? I'm going to say one.
I'll say one. as
Yeah,
well.
one.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
Although, I did like two. I did like two.
And it's funny because I don't think I was a big fan of westerns at the time, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, they're going back to the West. Like, I wanted to be more like future and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. But overall, because they're nicely packaged, right? Like I was
Mhm.
saying, they all tie together.
Plus, it's easier to do a Western than a future.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, especially.
Just go to Montana.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
You got everything you need.
that's
right?
true.
Yeah.
That's true. But I mean, again, I think the way they always rebuilt or had Hill Valley,
Mhm.
right, with the clock and stuff like that. They
Yeah.
tie everything in together.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question.
Okay.
5 years from now, they want to do a remake.
Mm,
Are you in or out?
that's the good question. I would say no.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened.
Me too. But I think this is a trilogy, like, because Indiana Jones saying it's probably the best trilogy from the 80s, but now there's been,
I don't know what you're talking about.
a bunch of other movies.
There's only 3 movies in my life.
Men in Black thing.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, see, this is the type of trilogy
Get
that
as-
they should not touch.
But
No,
what
but-
if they modernized it and they did it like, okay, now, and then he goes to the
That's
future.
the problem,
future.
though. I don't think people want it modernized. They want it campy and funny.
No, you still do it campy and funny, but when that movie came out, it was a modern movie, and that was their depiction of what the future would look like.
It'd be neat if somebody discovered the DeLorean.
It's going to be a girl that's
and it
going to
was like
discover.
the son-
It's Marty's
Or not
daughter that's
even.
going to discover it. That's
Or
what's
not
gonna happen.
even. They don't even have to be related to them, but like in their world,
Yeah,
someone discovers that the DeLorean exists and you can time travel with it.
yeah.
And
Then
so-
he gets more gigawatts,
And then maybe you have Doc and Marty come in and say,
or maybe
We
they
gotta
run
destroy
into
this
them.
thing.
They run into them in the
Okay,
past.
let me ask you guys. Are you guys okay if they have a female
I
lead?
do not give a
yeah, me neither.
I think a lot of people would care because you're taking it away from the.
No, you're not. You're
main
not
storyline.
taking away anything. Those movies still exist. We are literally just spitballing how they could run
I wouldn't want
into
it.
the multiverse.
I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't want a female being the lead in.
Who
this
cares? We're
Why?
talking
movie.
about.
I'm giving my opinion. So it's what
I-
I'm
but-
saying. I would like to have the same characters reprised, like
They can't.
a new version.
But it doesn't matter if it's,
It's,
male
that's
or
a
female.
reboot, right?
No.
It's a reboot. You guys are talking about continuation.
Kind of.
I'm talking about a reboot.
I think we're talking about
'Cause
having a new chapter in the same universe.
what I'm
not
saying is-
necessarily a sequel and not necessarily a reboot.
But if you have in the same universe, it's not a reboot. It's a continuation,
Yeah.
right? What I'm saying is, if you do a continuation, you might tarnish because the continuation of Indiana Jones has pretty much pissed off people from the trilogy love. They're like, why do you even do this? We were okay with the 3. You screwed up with Crystal. You tried it, it didn't work, and you made it even worse.
Continued.
now. If it's that important, it is to a lot of people, that trilogy. Leave it then.
Of course.
Leave
Mhm.
it. But if you're gonna do it, I would prefer just a reboot
Yeah, but a reboot is just
because then you
lazy.
could say it's a different universe altogether. It's not a continuation.
Yeah, but no matter what you're making, it doesn't affect the original. The original still exists.
I disagree. I think if you're gonna do a continuation, it
You can
does
still
affect.
rewatch the first 3 movies.
No one's gonna say you can't watch it. What I'm saying is, the legacy should have end there for that.
Yeah,
But
they're
if you
not
do a
going to get Michael J. Fox to stand in front of a camera.
No, but you're still continuing that story.
No, I'm saying continue the universe. So, like,
Yeah.
as Chris
And
is saying, like,
I'm saying that I would like a different universe.
all right,
That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't think either one is gonna happen.
No.
no,
I actually saw an article about what at one because I was looking at trilogies. Is like, what's the worst third movie that ruined
yeah.
trilogy?
Mm.
Oh, so
That's
this
an
week we did
interesting topic.
the best.
Yeah, here.
One of the best
Let me
trilogies.
find the list quickly for you.
Okay.
'Cause
I'm gonna go with
there's a whole
Terminator.
I'm back.
No, Terminator 3 was pretty good. Like,
I don't even remember it.
neither do I.
Okay.
That it's good.
But Terminator 2 was like the best.
yeah. Oh,
And
no one's.
then
I'm not saying that.
T3. What happened in T3?
Exactly.
Spider-Man 3.
Superman 3, Christopher Reeves. was
Spider-Man 3
Spider-Man
was
3
really,
when he-
really bad.
dances?
Oh yeah, I put that clip in. Did you see that?
They do have Terminator 3.
yeah. See?
Yeah.
They actually have X-Men.
Yeah,
Last-
X-Men 3
Last
is that
Stand.
the
But you know what?
Phoenix-
You guys are gonna say as soon as I say this, you'll be like, "Oh my god, yeah!"
Hold on. Let's just think.
Okay.
Is it 80s or 90s?
Oh, it's recent.
Okay, Star
Okay.
Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
That was the worst last movie. Yeah. I wanted to die.
Doc, I'm from the future. I came here in a time machine that you invented. Now I need your help to get back to the year 1985.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more content.
Do you know what this means? It means that this damn thing doesn't work at all.